What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon, and this is my channel, Comics Are Fun. This is where I get to show you some of the great comics that I find. We talk about comic speculation, and we just have fun talking about comics and stories that we love. If you like my videos, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I do try to make at least 1 or 2 videos a week. And if you see something that I missed, or that I was wrong about, or if you have any suggestions, or if you just want to say hi, please leave a comment. Me and my son went to a small local con this weekend. It's the first con of the year, and I think we did very well. Here are some of the highlights of what we picked up. Please tell me what you think, how we did. First up, I have Iron Man 170. This is the first time you see Rhodey Rhodes as Iron Man. We all know that Rhodey becomes War Machine later on. And there's going to be a new Disney Plus series called Armor Wars that he's going to be showing up in, I'm pretty sure. So when I heard about Armor Wars, I put down on my list Iron Man stuff that I thought would be good to spec on. And I know this book probably has seen its light and dark, considering he's already been in the movie, but he's a great character, and he's one of my favorites. When I saw this for $1, and it being a newsstand, I was like, I've got to have it, so I picked it up. Next up, we have Thunderstrike #1. Pretty sure everybody has saw the photo of Chris Hemsworth wearing the vest that looks like Thunderstrike. Made Thor #459, which is the first time that you see, or I guess it's his first appearance, or when he turns into Thunderstrike. I'm not really sure. I've never read it. But when we saw the picture of Chris Hemsworth with the vest on, that book went crazy, and I was able to pick a couple up. So when I saw this, I thought, why not? It goes with it. So there I am. I don't think it goes for much on eBay. It might with spec. I haven't even looked, but it's got a beautiful 90s foil cover, and for $1, it's kind of hard to pass up, considering he might show up in the movies. Moving right along, we have X-Men #1. And yes, I know. Best-selling comic book in history. 8.2 million copies made. Never going to be worth anything. Seen it in every dollar bin in the world. Blah, blah, blah. This is an amazing cover by Jim Lee. It has Wolverine on it, and if you'll notice in that bottom right hand corner there, it's a newsstand edition, and we all know how newsstand editions have been going here lately. So if you'll take a time and look it up on eBay, this book actually sells for between $40 to $50. Now, granted, the last time it sold for that was in January, so it's been just a tad amount of time, but for $1, I'll take the chance. You know, these newsstand editions, they're hard to figure out. The older ones, supposedly the newsstands are not as rare as the direct edition, because there weren't as many comic book stores. So if you can, grab both. But I didn't have it in a newsstand. I hadn't seen any in a while as a newsstand, because I had been looking for them. And when I saw this one for $1, I said, it's worth the chance. Even though we've probably all got like 2 or 3 copies of that. Next up, I have one of my favorite new series. I guess it's not new to the comic world, but Stars and Stripe #1. The show Stargirl came out. I didn't know anything about Stargirl until I watched the first episode. I really and truly, I'm not a big DC person other than Batman, so really I didn't even know about the Justice Society. I thought it was the Justice League and that was it. So when I watched the first episode of that, I had to go back and do some digging and some history lesson on it, and it's became one of my favorite shows that came out this past year. This comic is not her first appearance. Number Zero is her first appearance, and this one is the first appearance of Cindy Berman, who becomes Shiv later on. But this is the origin of the Star Spangled Kid and Courtney Whitmore. So it kind of fills in a whole lot of things, but it's not her first appearance. I'm on a mission to get the entire run of this series and every cover appearance of Stargirl that I can get. I'm really, really in love with the show, if you can't tell. Probably one of the positives for it is it's a kids friendly show. I know there's a lot of these shows like The Boys and you know what I'm talking about, the R-rated, the Deadpool movies. You know, you can't really watch those with your kids. Mine, I've got a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old. He might be, no, he's, oh no, he might be 12 now. I can't remember. Sorry about that, Andrew. But I like being able to do stuff with them. And the movies that are, you know, up in the age group and mature, I can't do that with. I still love them. I love The Boys. I loved the Umbrella Academy, but I can't really watch those with my kids. They're too mature for them. So this one hit the right accord, and it was kind of like Spider-Man stuff all over again. But yeah, I'm on a mission to get that entire series, and I was happy to find that. I actually picked that up for $1. Next up, I have Shogun Warriors #1. This one I'm not quite sure if it's good to have a barcode or not, but I didn't have it. For some reason, it's been rising in value here lately, especially the graded copies. I'm guessing it has something to do with the 80s spec. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going to be the next 80s spec to spec on. You know, He-Man's going crazy, Ninja Turtles are going crazy. So this would be one of the ones in that line. I was able to get this for $5. I think they sell for close to $20 on eBay. Maybe more, I'm not sure. It just seems like that's about what I saw it last time I looked it up. But I'm glad to have it in my collection now. This was a very nice issue, actually. It has no spine ticks. Corners don't look too bad. And for $5, I'll take it. Next up, I already had this book, but I think it was in pretty rough shape. This actually got hot for a little while. Batman Shadow of the Bat, #83. In this issue, Helen Bertinelli, who used to be the Huntress, becomes Batgirl. And I think it got hot back when the Harley movie was coming out, and everybody was trying to spec on the Harley movie and the girls that went along with that. I can't really remember what they were called. That movie title was so long, it was crazy. But for $1, I will take it every time. Next up, I didn't even know this existed, and actually had to look it up and see what it was. Astonishing X-Men #6, but this is the comic that come in the Marvel Legends Wolverine figure back in 2005. The comic actually looks like it sells for more than the figure itself with the comic in it. I'm sure the market needs to adjust on that one. This book is the first cameo appearance of Abigail Brand. She's part of the Sword. I'm guessing Sword's going to be the next Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We've seen the logos and everything in WandaVision, so we know it's coming, and she's a big part of that. So this book jumped in value. I already have the regular version of this one, and when I saw this, this was 75 cents. So I really couldn't pass it up. It does have a bend right there at the bottom, if you can see. There we go. And I mean, it's not in the best of shape, but it's a cool cover. It's a hot book at the moment. So for 75 cents, I don't think I messed up on it. Next up, I know I hit a home run on this one. Star Wars Canon, The Last Padawan #1. Everything Star Wars is going crazy. This series, most of the issues in this series are hot at the moment. This is a alternate or a variant cover. You could only get it at Second and Charles and Books A Million, and I paid $1 for it. I think it's going for close to $30 on eBay. I expect if he or whoever, you know, I think this is the first cameo of Sabine Wren, first cameo of Ezra Bridger. It's the first appearance of Canon. You know, basically anything that you see that's Star Wars, you can grab it right now, and you're probably not gonna mess up. You'll at least get your money back for it, especially when you're digging in dollar bins. I'm guessing that this was a Books A Million variant cover. That's why it was passed over. It's not the cover everybody was looking for. But with me, like I said, anything Star Wars, I'm grabbing it and keeping it. Never know when something's going to blow up. We're almost to the end. Not sure if I can get all of this to show up. This isn't just one book. This is a series. I know it got hot for a little while. I can't remember completely why it got hot. I'm thinking there was rumors that she was going to show up in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think I read somewhere that they're talking about her being Bucky's granddaughter. This is the first series with Ricky Barnes. It's not her first appearance. Her first appearance is Captain America #1, I believe. And it's an alternate reality, so I'm not really sure if they'll count that as her first appearance, or this her first appearance, or if she's just not going to have her first appearance in comics until later on. I don't know. I haven't read it. I'm planning on reading it this weekend, and I guess that'll help me out on understanding her a little bit more. When they do these alternate reality things, it throws things off, so I'm not sure. I know this series was not heavily printed. I think that I read that it's got 18,000 copies, which, I mean, sounds like a lot, but when you look at comic book wise, you got X-Men that had 8 million copies, and then this one's 18,000. There's a big difference there. And for $1 a piece, like I said, it's hard. I'm a dollar bin warrior, man. I like digging through the books. When I get to a con, I'll walk around and look at the wall, but then I dive in and dig through every box that I can. And I just love finding things like this, because I know if she shows up in that show that these will not be dollar books for long. Next up, my final book of the day, Action Comics New 52 #9, which is the first full in origin of Calvin Ellis, which is the Superman from Earth 23. And apparently Warner Brothers has put the green light on making a movie with this character, and Michael B. Jordan is attached to it. I'm hoping that he stars in it. I hope it ain't just like his directorial debut or anything like that. I would love to see him play Superman. I think he'd be amazing. I really hope that he comes back in the Black Panther series. I know people say he's dead, but I didn't see a dead body, so it's comic book lore, you know. I'm not going to say he's dead until they don't make a movie with him in it, but I mean, we know Chadwick Boseman is gone, and they're going to have to replace him with someone. Most people are leaning towards Shuri, but there's a chance that he could come back and take the mantle. It's rightfully his if he's not dead, so, you know. who knows how that's going to turn out. But this book, great cover. Sky's the limit, in my opinion. It's not his first appearance. I actually searched for his first appearance, and I think that's Final Crisis number 7 or number 9 or something like that. But I've got it in my head what it looks like, so when I'm digging, I will find it eventually, because I know it's got to be out there somewhere. But the great thing about this book is not only did I pay $1 for it, but I actually found 2. I was very happy about that. Those are going in the personal collection, and I'm going to hang on to them and see what happens with this movie. And if not, then I still got an awesome cover. But that's all I've got for this time, guys. That was my haul from the local con me and my son went to. How do you think I did? Please leave a comment. If you like the comics, or if you like this video at all, just leave a like for me. I'd appreciate it. If you want to see more, subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be doing at least 1 or 2 videos a week. And if you have any suggestions, or if you want to just say hi, or if I got anything wrong, or if you just want to say, dude, you sound funny, I'd appreciate it. Just leave me a comment and let me know. This is Brandon, and this is my channel, Comics Are Fun. Till next time, guys, have a good one.